Israel is a melting pot of so many different cultures, and tourists visiting from all over the world often fall in love with the country's global mix. The Holy Land sits right on the Mediterranean, and you can literally experience the influence in the food traditions and, most importantly, the music. Dionysis Theodorou is a great example of one of the international transplants that has made a mark on Israeli music. His Israeli-Greek band is making waves around the country. Check out this performance. So thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here.
So from what I understand, you're born in Cyprus, raised in England, and you studied in New York.
Right.
How did you end up in Israel?
My fascination with Israel goes back a long way. I bought a Bible from my jumbo sale at my high school, at my elementary school actually, when I was around 6 years old. And I was just fascinated with the stories. And it connected me. It's something that's been with me throughout my teenage years. And then when I was around 25, I was running a small computer business in New York. And I just felt a calling to connect to Israel, to connect to the Jewish people, to connect to the Bible. And then I switched my major actually to study Jewish history, biblical criticism, and Hebrew linguistics, which I studied in New York, where I lived for 8 years. And then just things, I met my wife in 2002 in New York, who's Israeli from Rehovot.
There you go.
And here we are. We've been here for 13 years. I've been here since October 2002. And it's fantastic. It's wonderful to be here. And I absolutely love it.
So it's an amazing journey that you've had, and you produce Greek music,
right.
Which is actually really popular in Israel.
Yeah, definitely.
So why is that? Why is it so popular here?
Again, the history of Greek music in Israel goes back to the late 50s when a Greek singer called Arisan came over, and he sort of took the country by storm, playing Greek music with new orchestrations on the guitar, and singing. He was also singing in Hebrew and Spanish. And then since then, there have been it was pretty much mainstream in the 1970s, Greek music, with singers like Trifonas Nikolaidis, and again, Yuda Poliker, who's a local Israeli singer, who was a leader in a rock band, and then he, with Greek roots, his parents are Holocaust survivors, and then he just started doing Greek music, and then again it just took off. So it was pretty much mainstream, and it's very upbeat and happy, and it's like party music. So people enjoy
absolutely,
having Greek
it's very
music.
happy. I mean, I always go to
yeah,
Greek music performances in Yafo and go into the markets on Friday mornings, and they're performers. So I love Greek music.
Yeah, it's very upbeat. So it just sort of gives a spark to the party.
Absolutely. And, so you've also performed all over the world, not just in Israel. And do you get that same love for Greek music in other parts of the world?
I think it's unique what's going on here with Greek music, because actually in the rest of the world, I performed in New York for 8 years. I performed in England. I performed in Cyprus, in Greece, other countries in Europe. And here it's almost it's like it's homegrown music here. So the people, a lot of the songs, they're translated also from Greek to Hebrew. So people can sing along in the local in the Hebrew language.
And that plays a huge part.
And so it's just it's like it's actually local music. It's not like a foreign kind of music. So it's
well, and what's interesting is that local music in Israel is actually very international, because there's so many influences from all over the world.
Exactly. Yeah.
And yesterday you actually finished recording the first new single in your new album.
Yeah.
So tell us a bit about this. What is this new project?
Well, I'd like to mention that the members of our band, they they come from different musical backgrounds. So my partner in the production, Itzik Tsarum, he's a pianist, classical jazz pianist with flamenco influence. The violin player, Daniel Hoffman, he's a klezmer, classical jazz violinist.
Wow.
Our trumpet player, Omer Gabay, he's a jazz trumpet player. Our drummer, he's a rock fusion. So, and also when I was growing up, I didn't really listen to a lot of, I was performing, I've been performing since I was 11. But I listened to all sorts of different types of music, from classical to rock to jazz. So we all bring our own influence, and it sort of creates a fusion, where it's bouzouki music, Greek music, but you can definitely hear there a different result. It sounds very different from classical or from regular Greek music, and I think that's what really connects to the audience here. All sorts of audiences, even people that don't really like Greek music, they enjoy.
Well, they're able to find something that they relate to in the music.
Relate to something. So this project, it's basically bringing ourselves, bringing Greek music, old Greek songs and original songs that we write, and bringing our own influence to it, our own orchestration, and just presenting it in a very natural, dynamic and upbeat way.
So here's a big question. Where can we see you perform next?
Oh, we have a couple of dates. If you'd like to connect to our website, Studio Bouzouki, studiobouzouki.com. Bouzouki is B-O-U-Z-O-U-K-I, studiobouzouki.com. We have our show dates there. But we have an upcoming show in Tel Aviv on Friday, this Friday at Banana Beach in 3 o'clock. And then on the 2nd of March, we have a show in Tel Aviv in Neve Tzedek at Susan Dalal Cultural Center at the Imbal Hall on the 2nd of March of this year. And we're a 5-piece band, so we'd love to see you. We'd love to see
absolutely.
you
I'd love to come out and hear your music. Well, it's great to hear about this new album, and everybody should listen. And thank you so much for coming in.
Great. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. Pleasure.